Hello guys, and welcome to part 2 of the newly revealed Witchwood cards, alright? So this is a very quick impression of what I think about the card, how excited I am, if it's viable or not, and yada yada yada. It's gonna be great. And I will just roughly rate it, I guess. And then, of course, when the whole set is spoiled, we'll do a full set review, we'll do all the stars and stuff like that. Alright. Let's start off with Witchwood Apple. It's a 2-mana druid common spell that does nothing, right? It's actually just put 3 2/2 treants to your hand, and treants cost 2 mana. So for 2 mana, you get to draw 3 2-mana 2/2s. That doesn't seem like an insane good deal, because Force of Nature is 5 mana and summon 3 2/2s automatically, right? This is like 8 mana for 3 2/2s. Granted, you can actually space them out and stuff, and maybe if you have like a hand buff synergy with Druid, that'd be pretty good. But I don't remember Druids having any hand buffs. So this does look pretty bad. I'm assuming that the new expansion is going to have some cards that synergize with like a hand Druid, and then maybe you can play Mountain Giant and stuff like that, but this looks pretty damn bad. And this also looks pretty bad in Arena, so I'm not a fan of this unless something new pops up. Next we have Whispering Woods. 4 mana for a Druid's epic spell. Summon a 1/1 wisp for each card in your hand. Alright, so this is the payoff for having a hand, right? Okay, so imagine if you are playing Druid, right? You pass turn 1, you Wild Growth turn 2, and then turn 4 you play this. How many wisps do you get? So you get 4 cards, draw 1, play 1, draw 1, play 1. So you get 4 wisps. This doesn't... I think this might be really good. Cause like, if you play on curve, it's like 4 1/1s, right? Which is fine. 4 1/1s is not like anything out of the ordinary. How do you abuse this? I feel like this is a little abusable. 4 mana is very cheap for this effect. Right? And the fact that you can get like 5, 6, or 7. You can also combo this with like stuff like Mark of the Lotus. But Mark of the Lotus is rotating out of standard. I mean, you could combo this with something for sure. So, yeah, I think this has a little potential, but I think it seems pretty bad, I guess. I'm not sure. This one, we'll have to see the rest of the cards, right? But this one is kind of a... maybe really good or maybe really bad. It won't be okay. I don't think there's gonna be, this card is gonna be okay. It's gonna be really good or really bad. Houndmaster Shaw. 4 mana 3/6. Hunter, legendary. Your other minions have Rush, and Rush is the new keyword in the expansion that is basically charged, but you can't attack the face. So you rush that turn, you can trade, but then afterwards you can go face if you want. So a 4 mana 3/6 it's kind of like a normal stat line now, right? With so many 4 mana 3/6s. Warlord Elemental, Priest of the Feast, you know, even Cobalt Monk. You know, 4 mana 3/6 is not really out of the ordinary. This could be really good with poisonous minions, right? This is pretty gross. If you play Houndmaster Shaw with like Gastropods and stuff, your Gastropods become Assassinates. And Gastropod happens to be a beast as well, right? So that could be okay. And it's also a 4-drop. Hunters are not known for having very good 4-drops, right? I think this is fine. I don't think this is out of the ordinary, but I think this will be fine. Especially if poison minions get better in the new expansion. It's because maybe there are more minions that don't have a lot of death rattles or something that you want to trade more on board. I guess this could be okay. Alright, next is Rebuke from Paladin. 2 mana spell. Enemy spells cost 5 more next turn. Now this is a very dangerous card, right? Like, just by reading this is already very dangerous because it's 2 mana do nothing, right? But then in some decks, for example, I think this card would be like pretty damn good in aggro Paladin. You put a lot of stuff on the board, and then you play Rebuke on the turn that what they want to AoE or clear your board or something like that, right? And then it gets really, really good, right? It's also interesting to note that this turns off anything that is like 6 or more. So they can't Twisting Nether and stuff like that, or Dragonfire Potion ever, which is nice. But at the end of the day, 2 mana 0/0 Loatheb is very spooky. Loatheb was really good because a 5 mana 5/5 was so good. And it on top of that, cast this. So think of Load Up as like a 3 mana 5/5, cast a 2 mana Rebuke for free, right? So Load Up is obviously insane. This card might be a little spooky. It's just good in Aggro Paladin, right? Because you can play Divine Favor of this. So card deficit won't be really that much of a problem. But I don't see this in mid-range or Control Pally. So, Face is the name of the game for Rebuke. Vivid Nightmare, Priest Epic card, Epic spell. Choose a friendly minion, summon a copy of it with 1 health remaining. So it's a 3 mana Molten Reflection, but it sets your minion to 1 health. So I guess there's a little bit of heal synergy or whatnot, but I think mainly you want to play this in the combo Priest, right? You want to play this in like Velen or Malagos, so you get like more copy effects. You can play this in Lyra, and then you have 2 Radiant Elementals. Wait, you can go Lyra, Radiant, Vivid Nightmare on the Radiant, Vivid Nightmare on the Radiant, and then you actually have a Lyra and 4 Radiants. So then you can go like ridiculous. You can go just bleh. You can just like bleh. You know? So that could be cool. You can also combo this with like maybe some Death Rattle minions like Carnivorous Cube, or charge minions like Leroy. I think that's about it, right? Death Rattle minions, charge minions, yeah, I guess. But I think, yeah, I guess this is a combo piece, right? It's just a combo piece. So if you're playing like Dragon Priest, you wouldn't play this. If you're playing a normal Priest deck, you wouldn't play this. If you're playing a combo centric, then you will, I guess. Now, this actually seems pretty good. I think this is pretty good in Arena too, right? Because Priest is all about value. So a 3 mana copy something, it seems really strong. Especially when you can just heal it back up. Yeah, this could be good. Alright. Next up we have Witch's Apprentice. Shaman minion. It's a beast. It's a 1 mana 0/1 frog with taunt. So it's like a hex, right? Battlecry, add a random shaman spell to your hand. Wow. This card is gonna decide who wins $250,000 in the BlizzCon. Like Paveling Book. Yeah. This is gonna be a thing. But a 1 mana 0/1 is actually really bad. The reason 1 mana 0/1 is bad because it's 0 attack, right? Why the 1 mana 1/1 draw card they were really good was because they were at least hitting for 1, right? At least they can trade. But man, 1 mana 0/1 is definitely a bit worse. How good are shaman spells anyways? Shaman spells are like there's a lot of overload stuff. There is a lot of stuff that goes face. But I'm not really high on the 1 mana 0/1. So I don't think this is gonna be as strong as Babbling Book and your Oracle from Priest or Nazar's First Mate. You know, those 1 mana 1/1s were amazing. This doesn't seem that good. But hey, if Shaman is popular, then this deck might make it, because it's add a random spell, right? Man, I just don't see this making it. It's a 1 mana 0/1. Why would you ever want to play that? Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and say this is not good. Hagatha the Witch. Shaman Death Knight. But it's not really a Death Knight, it's like a hero card, right? I guess they name it hero cards now. So 8 mana for 5 armor, so same thing with all the hero cards. Battlecry, Hellfire the board. Oh, just the minions, right? Deal 3 damage to all minions. So it's kind of cast Hellfire for 8. And then you get a passive hero power. After you play a minion, add a random shaman spell to your hand. That seems very, very slow. But it's a hero card. Hero cards kind of always make a deck, I guess. Hero cards are always just like overtuned, right? There's always something you can break with this. Especially with the new Echo minions. Like, imagine if there was a 2 mana Echo minion, right? You can just keep on playing Echo minions, and then you can just have 5 shaman spells, for example. Like 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. 2, 2, 2, 2. Yeah, and then you get like 5 shaman spells. Or like you play Firefly with Hagatha, and then you get like 2 spells. I feel like you can break this somehow. There has to be a way to break this. So yeah, I mean, I heard that Shaman is the only class that's getting a new hero. So yeah, that's cool, I guess. Next we have Glinda Crowskin, 6 mana 3/7, minions your hand of Echo. 6 mana 3/7. That is a really weird stat line. I don't think we have any 6 mana 3/7s yet. Minions in your hand of Echo. So what? You can play Voidwalkers. You can just swarm Voidwalkers your next turn. The fact that this has 7 health is actually really beefy, right? Oh wait, this is insane in Arena. Alright? This has to be one of the best cards in Arena to draft, because your opponent, realistically, your opponent cannot deal with this card at turn 6, right? 7 health. That's a lot of health. And then if she lives, then you can just keep on playing 1 minion and just swarming the... This card seems really good for Arena. In Constructed, it feels a little bit awkward, I guess, huh? Like, how do you combo with this? Is there like a really cheap demon that you want to copy? That you want to combo off of this or something? And I'm not really sure. So once again, for the people who don't know, Echo is... When you play a card of Echo, you get a copy of it back into your hand. But that copy disappears at the end of the turn. So it's pretty much like Unstable Evolution. I don't think this is going to be that good. Like, you want to play this in aggro, right? But aggro decks don't want a 6 mana 3/7. If you can... Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so if you play No Feratu with this, that could be kind of cute, right? If you play the 2 mana No Feratu, you can actually mill your opponent out. And we know from experience that mill decks in Hearthstone are stronger than mill decks in like regular card games. That's interesting. You could also use this in Giants deck, maybe? I'm not really sure. Giants might be a little bit hard, but Arcane Giant and Warlock, that sounds like a little bit of a stretch. Yeah. I honestly think if you want to play this, you have to play some weird demon stuff. Because then you can play like the Death Knight Gul'dan and then have everything come back and stuff. Not sure. But this is a weird card. Lord Godfrey. 7 mana 4/4 for Warlock Legendary. So each class is getting 2 legendaries in this expansion, yeah? So 7 mana 4/4. Battle Cry. Deal 2 damage to all other minions. If any die, repeat this battle cry. So it's like a super... It's like a super Defile. And it doesn't affect itself. 7 mana 4/4. Wow, this is actually just clears the board, right? This seems really good. Right? Defile costs 2 mana, right? So if it's just even if it's just a Defile, this is already like a 5 mana 4/4, which is kind of close to the stat line, but this is better, right? 7 mana. 7 mana is not hotly contested in Warlock as well, right? Usually 6 mana is kind of like the break point, because there's a lot of good 6 mana cards you want to play, but 7 mana is like fine. I guess if Lord Godfrey is good, then Abyssal Enforcer is also good. Because Abyssal Enforcer is kind of like Lord Godfrey, right? But this could actually clear the board, whereas Abyssal Enforcer might not. Alright, well this is really good, obviously, for Control Warlock. Yeah, this card seems amazing. I would say this is pretty good. Scarlet Wasp. It's a 2 mana 1/3 rush minion, so charge on minions once again. It's a warrior card, it's a beast, and has +3 attack while damaged. So I guess the point of this card is to hit something that has 1 attack or 2 attack, so that it turns itself into a 4 attack minion. So, for example, if your opponent is a paladin, the hero power, and then you play this, you get a 4/2 and you kill their dude. The upside of that is not really that high. This card doesn't seem that good. It's like an Amani Berserker with 1 less attack, and you trade that attack for rush. But realistically, what are you gonna hit with this? Now, I think this card is just bad. In Arena, this card is also really bad. You're not gonna be able to hit a lot of 2/1s with it, right? 1/1s, 2/1s. No, this is pretty bad. No, I don't like this card. This card is shitty. Next card is Rotten Apple Bomb. 5 mana 4/5 taunt. Okay. Death Rattle, restore 4 health to your hero. So it's like a Mistress of Mixtures with second rate Bruiser, I guess. Right? Man, 5 mana 4/5 taunt is like really low stats. But the fact that it restores 4 health to your hero is I mean, this could be good. This card also reminds me of Bubblies and Yummies, right? Bubblies and Yummies is a 4 mana 4/4 battle cry, restore 4. That one doesn't have taunt. So you pay 1 more mana for 1 more health and 1 more taunt. That's actually a good deal. Yeah, you would do that. So yeah, maybe it's kind of like a Belcher too. This card might make control decks. But I think this is just a Warlock card, right? I think this is just a Warlock card. You really need the Death Rattle to always go off for this to be good, right? This seems like a card exclusively for Warlock. What other cards needs the restore health clause? Okay, fine. If if the new meta is all Pirate Warrior and Face Hunter, then maybe this will see play. But I don't think this is gonna be that insane. So realistically, I think this card is just average. Nightmare Amalgam. Oh my god, what is happening to this artwork? It's like a super fat Murloc head with a robot claw and a totem hand. And then there's a tiny pirate demon soul coming out of his chest. And demon, oh my god, this guy is freaky, dude. Wait, so 3 mana, 3/4 all minion. This is an elemental, mech, demon, Murloc, dragon, beast, pirate, and totem at the same time. So it's everything at the same time, dude. Oh god. Wait a second. 3 mana, 3/4. So obviously this would be an auto pick in arena because 3 mana, 3/4 is already good and it activates all your synergies, right? Wait a minute. This gets destroyed by Hungry Crab. Yo, this actually gets wrecked by Hungry Crab and Sack Packed and stuff like that. That's actually kind of funky. But yeah, I guess in arena it's really good. The fact that it could actually make constructed because it's all these tribes, it's kind of interesting. You know? Like, it's kind of interesting. Oh, I'm assuming this also affects Discover effects. So all the Discover effects got a little worse. So say you play something like, oh, I don't know, Nether Spy Historian, you might discover this thing. Or if you play Servant of Kalamos, you might discover this king. So it's a little bit of a discover nerf, I guess. Yeah, I guess not much to say about this card other than if there's a deck that really needs to curve out. So for example, like a Dragon Priest right now might even put this in. Like right now in this meta, because Dragon Priest doesn't have a lot of good 3-drops, right? So I think if you're making a tribal deck and you really need the 3-drops for the curve, then you might play this. But otherwise, it's kind of like I think it's just solely an arena card. Bubblies and yummies. Oh man. Muck Hunter. 5 mana, 5/8. Wow, that's a pretty damn good stats with Rush. Battlecry summon 2/1 mucks for your opponent. Well, there's a spelling mistake here. This 2 should be TWO. I don't think this is the official card because the M is also covering the attack. Yeah, I don't think this is the real card. I think this might be like a fake card. Like, the fake card is in like a translation, I guess, right? But a 5 mana, 5/8 rush, so you kill their 2/1. You're left with a 5/6, and they have a 2/1. That's not really good. So I guess you have to combo this or something. You have to combo this with like a Whirlwind effect, or like an MC Tech, or like a Potion of Madness or something. This seems like just strictly an arena card as well. But this seems like a pretty good arena card, right? Because most classes have a deal 1 damage, right? Like, yeah, most classes hero power is like deal 1 damage. So you can play this, deal 1 damage to one of those at turn 7, right? I think this is the arena card. The fact that it cannot hit face is a big bummer. Like, if this can hit face, then it's ridiculous, but you can't hit face with this. So you have to combo this with something for it to be even see constructed playable. And I don't think it's constructed playable in that case. Yeah, not a fan of this. Oh, that's it? Okay, not that many big cards. And so those are all the new cards of that were just revealed. I think the card that has the most promise from this will be just like Lord Godfrey, I guess. Because AoE spells are always kind of like interesting. HAGATHA might be really good. Because hero cards just tend to always spawn a deck, I guess. And yeah, that's it. So I guess you guys can tune in next time for another episode of Amaz Reviews New Cards.